welcome to my allotment. It's the second week of January in Kent, and today I'm going to be showing you what I'm harvesting at the moment. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because you'll get lots of helpful hints and tips all throughout the year from my home garden, my allotment and also my home kitchen. Now it is the second week of January. There's not the biggest amount of local vegetables, but there still is quite a lot that I've got in the allotment, and I'm going to be harvesting some of that today. I'm also going to be talking about things I'm not growing but you can still get locally, because there are things I could have in my allotment but I haven't personally got, but you can still source it locally from a local farm shop, or you could decide to grow it next year. So one of the things I've got some turnips here, and they've actually done incredibly well. Beautiful turnip there, quite a few slugs on it, so we'll dust those off. I don't really want those in my dinner, but they've done really well. It's something I don't grow that often, but it's grown really well. What I would say is, this time of year, only harvest what you need on a week by week basis. The reason I say that is if you harvest too much in one go, it won't keep and then no more will grow. So it's not like in the middle of the summer when you've got loads of stuff growing and it grows quicker than you can pick it and eat it. The good thing about this time of year, a lot of it stays in abeyance because it's so cold. So today I'm literally going to be picking what I will eat over the next few days, so that will definitely be enough. So that goes in my basket. If you've not already got a basket, it's a really useful way of carrying all your vegetables around. As we move up, I've got some beetroots up here. Now I haven't got a lot of beetroots, it really is the end of the season, so over the next few days or weeks I'm going to be making the decision to literally dig it all up, take out what's any good, and then just dig it over, because they're really, an awful lot of them are not really up to a great deal, but I have got some that are still worth taking home and cooking, like that one there, you know, perfectly good. A little bit of slug damage, but I can cut that off, so that's perfectly good eating. That's not too big, but again still perfectly good eating. And what you can do with the smaller ones is you can always just boil them all up and pickle them. You know, it is an option, or you can boil them all up and you could freeze them, but I've got to say that some of them really haven't really accounted so much. You've got the odd little ones like that, and I'm not even sure I could boil that up. So like I say, for today all I'm going to be doing is taking a small handful, I might need a fork to get that one out, and taking what I'm going to eat over the next few days. You know, literally, often what I do have some actual nice salad recipes, but sometimes I either just boil it up and eat it, or I just grate it on my salad. So I peel it and I grate it, nothing fancy, but it's still really rather lovely. So there we go, just 4 beetroots there today. Like I say, just picking what I need. As I move over, I've got a row of parsnips here, but I've actually spotted what I think is quite a big parsnip. I've planted some in between my leeks. So let's take a look at the parsnip, and again, I'll just dig what I need. I'm not going to be. The ground is quite soggy today, we've had a lot of rain. And I have got a parsnip there, but I'm struggling to get it out. It must have a really big taproot on it. So I'm hoping that's a good sign. Ah, there we go. Lovely, lovely job. And I think I'll probably just pick that one for today. And when I need more, I'll come and get more. So that's not too shoddy, is it? These were the thinnings that I thinned out from the main row, where I had a few gaps where the birds had nicked the odd leek. So there we go. That's quite a good specimen. And then obviously dig myself a few leeks as well. Again, you know, this time of year they're not going to get much bigger. You need to get them dug up by the latest March, otherwise they might start to go to seed. So I'm literally going to just dig up what I need, and that's quite a good specimen there. There we go. As we move up, I've got some more beetroots there, but I've taken enough for today, so I'm not going to dig any more. I've got some chard here. Again, the same thing with the chard. If you cut loads of this, it's not going to grow back at any real speed. So literally, just tear off the leaves that you want. So the reason I've taken my gloves off is they're quite muddy. So I'm just twisting off a few leaves to put in salads and other stir-fried dishes. that I'm going to be doing over the next few days. If you've not grown chard, this Bright Lights chard is really rather lovely because it adds such a lot of lovely colour to your food, especially this time of year where colour is often lacking. You know, I've got ones with red stems, pink stems, almost purple stems there, and then obviously the old-fashioned green ones as well, just your normal ones there, and I do find they add a lot of lovely colour this time of year. Let me grab my basket. So always useful if you actually do carry your basket around with you, rather than leaving it where you left it before. So the other thing I'm going to be picking today is some kale, and the same thing with that, you know, literally just cut what you need. I'll lift this up, still keeping it protected because there is still a chance that the birds could attack it. But as you can see, I've got some lovely kale under there, absolutely lovely. I will probably take a bit more than I need, only because sometimes the leaves can be a little bit shabby, and when I get them home I'll wash them and I'll go through them and eat only the nice leaves, because sometimes the ones towards the bottom can be a little bit too nibbled and not that pleasant to eat. So that's definitely enough kale for me. Like I said, there are other things that you could have had on your allotment. Some years I have Brussels, some years I have cauliflowers. There's things like swede. You could have grown swede, they would be overwintering now. So even though I haven't got any on my allotment, I know some of the local producers will be selling them, so I will be bolstering up my food with anything that's local. So there is still plenty of stuff to be doing, and maybe next year I'll grow some Brussels for myself. It'd be great to hear what everyone else is doing. If you've got any questions or queries, as usual, please do put them in the comments.